Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. Using girls on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug you. Long was 1975.
Hey YouTube, Long Boys Post 1975, and welcome to a bonus pickup video? Unboxing video I should say, or unboxing and or system overview video. Bonus video because I was not going to make this video today, and earlier on I was out and about in my local high street. I went a little bit off the sort of grid, if you will, into shops I'd never really been into before. And yeah, saw one of these and thought, well, you've read the title. I thought, I gotta have it for that price. I am not passing it up for that price. I mean, do they not know what they've got or something like that? Or bollocks, just buy it before they realise. And that's, I picked up today for £25. Although, to be fair, I've seen them in cash converters now for under 40 quid. The minute Nintendo started making more of these, you know, and put them on sale again, the prices have started to come down. So if you see it in cash converters for under 40 quid, then probably I didn't get the amazing bargain I thought I did. I'm waffling bollocks already at the start. But yeah, I bought a Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Classic Mini, or as I like to call it, the NES Mini. Now, I bought it because it was super cheap. I'll get into this a little bit in a minute, but I own a NES Classic Mini, which I bought at launch because I really wanted to have one. And based on, you know, the videos I've seen of this, because yes, I know I'm 2.5 years late to the party and there's a ton of videos out there, but the thing is, it's my channel and I like to kind of catalogue my pickups and do them as overview videos, if only because I'm a completionist. But anyway, yeah, so when I got my SNES Classic and saw how polished, super polished it was, I immediately regret not getting the NES Mini when it came out. What was it, 2016? Because I pre-ordered one, and then I thought, do I really want it? You know, because of Raspberry Pi, stuff like that, the number of systems I have that can emulate and things like that. I thought, do I really want it? Can I justify it? Because I think, what was it, £69? Right, it does HDMI out, but £69 for essentially what is 30 games, 38-bit games. I thought, no, that's, yeah, I don't know if I really wanted it. And then obviously it turned out that there were such small numbers. Nintendo were good at that. I don't care what anyone says. Nintendo manufacture the demanded interest and maintain the demanded interest on their mini consoles by the numbers. But obviously the prices went through the roof, you know, especially in places like CEX and stuff, and in cash converters. But as I said, now there are more numbers of them, that's come down, and they are still available. But what are they still going for? What they went for immediately? There's no massive price reduction like there is on the PlayStation Classic, which was probably because the PlayStation Classic didn't initially deliver, but does now because people got onto the fact that it didn't deliver and made it a worthy system. But you can see it out there again, you know, more than half price. I've seen them out for 25 quid, but this isn't a video about that, although I stand by it. I do love my PlayStation Classic. Now it's hacked. But anyway, so yeah, I cancelled the order on this, and then I regret it, but not because like I'm one of those people who wants to sell on because the prices went so stupid high, and they've been ridiculous, haven't they? Once the initial batch had sold out. I think it was just that fact that I like the idea of having something that no one else has got, because I'm a bit sad like that. But anyway, long story short, you know, round about when the SNES Classic came out and Nintendo announced that they were making more of these, you know, they were going to make more, and it, you know, it was still a bit desirable. How my SNES Classic, despite the fact that they said they were making more numbers and it would be easier to get, was still a bit desirable because Nintendo still didn't pump out an insane amount. But so, ignoring that, I knew once I had the SNES Classic, I am talking rubbish, I'll get to the point in a minute, that I really kind of regretted this. But I wasn't going to pay, you know, that sort of money for it. I really wasn't, because, but the reason I wanted it was I'm a completionist and I got my SNES Classic and they do look really nice. And yes, you can do stuff on a Pi, and as I said in my PlayStation video, I own Pis and stuff like that. But there is something attractive about the aesthetic of these things, and I'm a completionist, so I wanted it because it will look nice next to my mini SNES, and I will play it. I will play it, and like I said, I'm gonna do it, like, you know, plug it into the TV in the game room, the other room, because I want to experience it for myself. Because sure, I've seen other people do it, you know, but these things you got to experience them for yourself. So anyway, right, all that side, yeah, I saw this for 25 quid because I went off the grid. I think people seem to think that the only pawn shops that are out there are cash converters and cash generators. Not true, not true. They're like the main, I'd say, friendly high street face of pawn shops. But pawn shops are absolutely everywhere, and you'll see them, and independent ones, and independent little electrical stores, second-hand stores, which is where I got this, which I guess you could argue isn't a pawn shop. But the point being, cash converters and cash generators are not your only place to go to get things like this. And another side is, when you see a pawn shop and you see nothing but gold in the front, doesn't mean they haven't got other stuff inside. They put gold in the front window because that's the sort of, gold is a currency all in itself, you know, and it retains a specific amount of money at any one time, unless you're a retard like Gordon Brown and sell it off when it's worth fuck all. But, oh, sorry, politics. So yeah, just because it doesn't look like it's got stuff in there, it's 2 minutes of your time to pop in there and take a wander around and have a look. And that's where this showed up, paid dividends for 25 quid. Obviously, it's second hand, but I can live with that, because you got to remember as well, while it's still out there, you know, for sale new, Nintendo confirmed that they aren't going to make these forever, and there isn't going to be, well, never say never, because it depends when they need to make some money or need to raise their profile, because there won't be a mini N64. This and the mini SNES was made to plug a gap when their failed console, the Wii U, you know, was officially dead, and they didn't have a new console out. That's when this one, the mini NES, kicked in. So no, that's another thing, is I wanted to complete it and have both of them, because if they're not making any more and they're not making further mini systems, unless they have another system that tanks, I wanted it. So yeah, bargain? I don't know. Like I said, I've seen them in cash converters for under 40 quid now. I do like the box. Obviously it's the European one, so it's loaded with loads of languages. But yeah, I like it as well. I like it a lot because it's bulletproof. Pay attention, Sony. Another reason yours failed balls is this is solid packaging. I don't just like nice packaging. I like packaging that's not going to fall apart in 13 seconds because a fly lands on it. Think I'm taking a piss at, you know, how weak the mini PlayStation is? Trust me. See, again, this is... Now, I've seen them in videos. I've never seen one up front, up close. I mean, I've got an understanding now, so the mini SNES, it's probably going to look amazing. But yeah, another point in this video I want to say is, I've just told you why I bought it, but is it worth buying one, you know, 2.5 years after it came out? And get the pad out. Obviously you only get one pad, I know that, and well, I feel like I'm fucking having a fruit squishy. A froob, if you will. Yeah, I know it's only got one pad. See, like I said, because I'm going backwards, I've owned a mini SNES, or own a mini SNES, it's no surprise that this feels really, really nice. If anything, it's so accurate to the original, that's why I don't like it, because it's not ergonomic. But hey, it was 1985, wasn't it? That feels really nice. I hadn't seen it in person, but my God, that is short. Your Wii U, my Wii pad will work on it, my Pro pad, so I'm going to use that, I think. Not for the purpose of this video, but that is, well, I was going to say, what were you thinking, Nintendo, but because we can sell extensions. That is stupid. So on an HD TV, how many people's TVs are absolutely massive in the modern age HDs? Do you want to sit that close to it, slowly burning the image of the screen into your retina? That is a bit pants. I know I heard that, but what do we get? What do we get? Apparently, we get, obviously, mini USB, HDMI cable, no plug. I can live with that. Apparently though, this will run off, just plug it into your TV or any sort of USB point on another system or something. You don't actually have to plug it into a handheld plug unit, but it would have been nice to get that in the box. I know no one gives you that apart from cheap knockoff tags. I've got a knockoff one of these. Look for my playlist. It's incredibly accurate. But yeah, the plug would have been nice. I mean, what can I say? You know what it looks like, but you know, up close and in person, it is. It's adorable. It's so nice. I mean, I've got a knockoff one that many people bought the equivalent of so they can make a pie in it, but it doesn't look as good as that. That looks lush. Again, you've all seen this. This is just kind of for me, but HDMI out, power in, tells you it's HDMI. Don't know why it needs to tell you that on the actual unit, but at least they do it on the back. 2 connections, which are like, you know, the Wii the original Wii connection. So that's kind of cool. It means if you don't want to have to damage these pads, or you want to protect your purchase or stuff like that, and we don't want to have to buy an extension cable, use that. That's what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, it's really, really, really nice. So I didn't go out of my way to get one of these. It's just one of those things when sometimes stuff just falls into your lap. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, right, I'm going to jump into the other room because, again, you don't have to watch this. I'm pretty sure you aren't watching this. You're thinking, why is he doing a video on this 2.5 years later? Because I'm bloody chuffed. I got it for 25 quid. That's why. And I'm going to show you it because I want you to hear my experiences when I do it, because, well, I have a SNES Mini. Apologies for the jump cut, YouTube. That was real life interjecting. Bollocks, I'm going to tell you anyway. Right, I renewed my car insurance at the start of February. More than a month later, because we're into March now, they decided to phone me up and thank me. I mean, it's customer service, but really, a month later anyway. Right, let's jump into the other room and take a quick look at the interface on the screen. So I just powered it up. It's running in 720, which is the top it puts out on. There's no other, I don't know, do people reset the stuff or whatever, but there's no other save states in here, because as I said, it is second hand. It's just a nice place to be, this menu. It is a nice place to be. It's another reason the PlayStation Classic, I understand this video, it's not about that tank, but do you need music? No, but it's just nice. It's welcoming. It's laid out nicely. You've got pictures, you've got box art. You've got your list of games at the bottom, your save states, which obviously get created when you reset. What options are there? Display. CRT filter, it's on CRT filter as default. Good. Some people say on this, and again I know I'm doing this ass backwards because I already own a SNES Classic, but I still want to fire it up and see what it looks like. It's funny because obviously the way it displays it, and obviously my PlayStation Classic doesn't do it like this, but the SNES, before I hacked it, obviously the SNES Classic, you are immediately aware when you plug this in that there are a lot more games, and I'm also immediately aware because people didn't, I've never actually looked up a solid list, but people didn't generally mention it as such, all the games on here, but there are some on here that I don't understand really why they're on here. Simon's Quest, I know taste is subjective, yeah, Balloon Fight, I'm glad they're both on here, because even though, like I said, I've had other ways to play them, I've never really played them, and so this would be a nice way to do it. Tecmo Bowl, kind of get why you're on it. Classic. Controversial, I wouldn't have put that on here. I would have put the Lost Levels on here. Yeah, Super C. Is Super C over the original Contra? Star Tropics Punch Out. I'm gonna, when I hack this, I'm gonna put Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Obviously, didn't know that was on it. Classic. Classic, apart from the box art. Mario Bros. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Kirby. Kid Icarus, absolutely. Definitely. We all like to be reminded how inept we are at games sometimes. I'm not sure of that. Again, you could argue it's a classic. But yeah, the setup is just really, really nice. I like that. Are you telling me the next Super C is over the original Contra? Oh, that's shocking. Let's have a look at a game then. I mean, obviously I know it's dependent upon how you set up your screen with the filters. It's still not going to run as good or as close to an original, NES, but yeah. I suck at this, by the way. Don't be judging me. Oh no, I thought this was Mario. Alright. I know this is considered a classic, but yeah. I don't know. Well, maybe it's because obviously this was a more popular system in North America than it was over here. In fact, it's their game list, isn't it? Because I was just going to say, what, no football games on it? I don't even know how to play this. Right, how do I playlist? Alright, well, how do I, hey, so what, I've got to get tackled or sacked before I can do a playlist? Okay, you probably, yeah, I know, English bloke playing American football. That's cool. Yeah. Not for me. How do you have to reset? You have to reset to quit. That's a bit pants. There we go. See, I do this on every menu, on any computer. I look at the middle, I don't look at the bloody title where it tells you what game you selected. Right, there we go. Yoink. Does this one not have rewind time? I don't know. Boy! That's one of my 5 a day. Seriously, it counts. Look it up. I'm not a massive fan of momentum in games, but when it's done properly like this, it is cool. Always a little bit of glitching. Yoink! Shizen. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, it looks nice. I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I know from the SNES Classic that, while you could argue not perfect emulation, it's pretty much bang on. Look, there you go, the blocks. You can see it there. Ooh. And that on the right, or does it do that anyway? There you go, let's have a look at one more game. But yeah, like I said, functional, makes sense. Again, I know it was going to be functional. There you go, it's done my save state. Right. Double Dragon 2, no. Ice Climber, never played that. Never played Kid Icarus. Found him incredibly irritating in Captain N, I'm not going to lie. Obviously a very early game. Looks nice. Yoink! You know, if I was a god, shouldn't I be immortal? Just saying. Silly boy complaining, but yeah. So do you know what? Nice layout, access is straight, simple, easy. I mean, I should know that because I got the, oh, okay. The mini SNES, but yeah. Let's have a look at one more. Do you know what? I'm quite pleasantly surprised. I don't know why I was expecting to be, you know, anything else, but Ninja Gaiden. Because sometimes you like games to kick you square in the nuts to remind you that you're useless at them. I wonder why they didn't do the arcade machine. Everyone else did. Oh, kids today, they don't know how unlucky they are. Oh shit. Yoink! Like that, but it just kills you straight from the start. Right, anyway, I mean, you all know what this looks like. It's 2.5 years late. Hey, I'm Spider-Man. But, yoink! Let's head back to the, yellow room and round up. Awkward. Well, so, do you know what? I kind of knew what I was going to be in for, but it's still, you know, incredibly polished. It's a nice place to be. That and interface is really nice. You know, the features are really cool. It kind of reminds me again, you know, why Sony dropped the ball and failed so massively with their mini console. I like it. It's a nice mini console. So, basically, would I recommend buying one 2 or so years after it came out? Yes, I would, with a number of sort of, you know, stipulations. One, I don't think I'd pay full price for it. And when I say maybe it's cheaper out there, no, I don't know. I've not seen it cheaper than its sort of retail price. But that's just me in my neck of the woods. If you come across it for the price I paid in that nick, certainly, absolutely worth it. And if you're a completionist like me, then definitely. I don't know, I would recommend buying it if you can get it for 50 quid or under. Anything more than that, you know, 2.5 years later, I don't know. And also, obviously, it's up to you with the fact that the new ones aren't going to be around forever once they run out. At least it's my understanding from what I've seen on videos on YouTube. Once they run out, they're gone forever. But then obviously never say never when you're a company like Nintendo and you need to make up for a mistake or an error or loss of income or something like that. So yeah, short story, I'm really happy with it. I'm happy that I've got both now. I'm happy that I only paid, you know, 25 quid for it. And yeah, awesome sauce, you know. Kind of glad I didn't order it, well, keep my pre-order in the first place, knowing that it would eventually end up in my palms for that. And something else I want to add, which is hackable. I forgot to mention at the start of this video that they're extremely easy to hack. Well, not as easy as the PlayStation, but my mini SNES is hacked. But my mini SNES, while being hacked and capable of emulating other stuff, that's another reason why I bought this for this price, is I want it to at least stay true to form in the sense that while I put other ROMs on it, they're all SNES games. I don't want it to have stuff other than SNES on it because of it being a mini SNES. Maybe that's me being a bit stupid, or maybe that makes sense. So that's why when I saw this for this price, because this is easier to hack than the mini SNES, I'm going to do the same thing, which is fill up what memory's left with NES games, because I want it to be, even if it's hacked, a mini NES and true to form, if that makes sense. So anyway, this was kind of a silly video, very late to the party video, at least on the mini NES, but yeah, just thought I'd show it to you guys, and I'm extremely happy. If you see one for 25 quid, buy it. Oh, and before I piss off, remember, just because it doesn't look like it sells other stuff, there are alternatives out there to cash converters and cash generators. And as always, I'd love to know what you think. Would you buy it for that price, or do you think this whole fad is dead, done, and dusted? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.